What's up guys? This video is going to be a blatant sales pitch. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. At the end of this video, I'm going to be selling our products for good reason. So I'm going to put a clip on the screen right now, which I think is pretty wild if you ask me.
None of your models on ArtStation were UV unwrapped. Actually, let me go to your ArtStation real quick, man. I know you just followed me. I'm going to hit you back up after stream. It's great to have you in here. I appreciate it. You've been helping me a lot too.
So for context behind that clip, that was almost 5 years ago. I think 5 years and a few days ago. And the context of that clip is I met Ryu. If you guys don't know Ryu, he's the other half of Blender Bros. We started the brand together. You can find his channel right here. And I was doing a live stream back in May of 2020. And he hopped in the comment section and just kind of started helping out. I was doing, hard ops workflow, just some modeling stuff. He hopped in the chat. He was helping people out. And I was like, damn, this guy, knows what he's talking about. So what actually happened after that clip is right after I ended that stream, I reached out to him on ArtStation and we just started chatting. I want to show you one more clip right here, which happened about 5 months after.
Your brain is like used to it, and you start thinking in terms of shapes, and I can literally see Blender interface.
So basically 5 months after I met him through a literal YouTube comment. I'm not even kidding. It was through a YouTube comment on my live stream. We were doing a stream together and we were just like modeling stuff, designing stuff. And those two mechs that you see on the screen from that clip, I remember, people were asking, how the hell did you guys create that? Like, forget about my mech. I don't even think it was that impressive, but Ryu's mech, everybody in that stream was asking, how the hell did you design that? Like, people couldn't imagine creating, any sort of model at that level. So everybody was asking these questions, and that's when we thought, why don't we, start working together and start teaching this stuff? Because we both have unique skills to share with the community, and I think that would help out a lot of people, and it would also allow us to start, a business for ourselves. So fast forward, after that stream, that's when we released, our very first course, which was it was like a beginner's course. It was nothing crazy, if I'm honest. I think we sold it for like 10 bucks on Gumroad. And yeah, that's kind of how the brand came to be. I literally met him through a YouTube comment, and nowadays we have a huge following in the community. We're probably the top channels at this point for teaching hard surface modeling in Blender. And what's kind of crazy is that same clip, the last clip you just saw, if I kind of zoom in, you can see Ryu in the bottom corner. What's crazy is 4 years after that, I was sitting in that exact same chair, that exact same desk, in his place in Japan, because he lives in Japan, because I went over to Japan to visit for 3 to 4 months, something like that. And I'll actually put the clip when we first met in person, like after 4 years of working together. I have a video clip, which I've never shared with anybody, of the very first moment we met at the Tokyo airport, and I'll put that on the screen right now. So you can kind of imagine you spent like thousands of hours talking and working with somebody, and you've never met them in person, but you've talked, you've done Discord calls, face calls, all that type of stuff. And then you finally meet in person. It was a completely, like, Blender aside, like, just put yourself in that position. It was a completely crazy experience because, we finally met in person. So that's just kind of like a side comment that I think was pretty cool. And, over the past 5 years, we've developed a ton of stuff when it comes to hard surface modeling in Blender. We've made a bunch of courses. We have the Accelerator course, which is one of the top courses for hard surface modeling right now. We made Rendering University, which is a full rendering workflow for Blender. We made the MaterialWorks plugin, which is a texturing add-on. All sorts of stuff related to 3D modeling, especially in Blender, we've developed over that past 5-year period. And that's kind of how the brand came to be. And I wanted to share that with you guys for context, just so like, this wasn't just a random, we're chatting here and there. This was a consistent effort to just improve, provide value to the community, and really just make top-notch Blender resources. And I hope we've delivered on that. So hopefully you kind of enjoy that story. I think it's pretty cool. And I think it's pretty crazy how you can literally meet somebody online through a YouTube comment and, crazy stuff can happen. So, aside from that, I want want to kind of transition into the pitch here. You know, I don't really ever pitch on the channel except in the beginning of videos. Obviously, I'm going to promote my products, but this is going to be a blatant sales pitch. So every single year we run a anniversary sale, an anniversary of the brand. We run a site-wide discount. Now, usually we do 40%, but since this is the 5-year anniversary, we're going to be running a site-wide 50% discount. So everything on the store is going to be 50% off right now. So if you go to blenderbros.com or to the link in the description, you're going to see all the products we have right now, and all of those are 50% off. Everything is up to date. Everything is still accurate in 2025, and all the old stuff we actually removed just because, you know, we don't want to sell stuff that's outdated. So if you guys, you know, have enjoyed our stuff, maybe you've bought some stuff before, maybe you haven't, right now is a really good time to, you know, grab some stuff. Everything is 50% off. We're going to be running this for a week. So starting the day I uploaded this video, it's going to be running through the entire week, and you can grab literally everything on our store for 50% off. So it's up to you if you want to join. I'd really recommend it because I truly think we have some of the top-notch resources when it comes to learning, you know, hard surface modeling in Blender, and I truly do think we've delivered through all of our products on, you know, all of those different subjects like rendering, modeling, design, you know, everything. So again, head to the link in the description. Our store is 50% off right now. It's going to be for a week starting the day this video is uploaded. And yeah, that's kind of the story of how we met. That's how Blender Bros came to be. And yeah, that's about it. So again, head to the link in the description if you want to grab any of our products for 50% off. And again, thanks for all the support over the years, guys. We really appreciate it.